Hey guys, Dad here. Welcome to another episode of Retro Review. Today we're here looking at Raptor, Call of the Shadows. This was released, go away, Java update. This was released in April 1994, I believe, and it was released by none other than Apogee Software and Cygnus Studios. Cygnus Studios is now rebranded under another name, as is... What is it? As is Apogee. I'm sorry. Apogee. Apogee's kind of been split around and moved into the realm of 3D Realms and our new benevolent Dutch overlords. Yes, you heard it right. They also own a lot of Apogee stuff. I'll buy a little thing here. Raptor Call of the Shadows holds a special place in my heart, as most games do every Thursday on our retro reviews, that it is just a phenomenal little shareware game on, oh my god, I have finally solved my issue. Guys, this is the, 7th time I've tried to record some DOSBox games. And I use Bandicam normally as default for my recording software, and what I had to do is, now that all of these fantastic little games have been have been released by Steam, or on Steam per se, by way of, let's say, the 3 Realms Anthology or things like that, and basically they use DOSBox, right? And for those of you not familiar with DOSBox is an emulator used to run the Disk Operating System, or MS-DOS as it was called back in the day, which was an original sort of console-based command prompt that ran your computer in the early 90s, and all of our games used to be through these. That's how Duke Nukem came out, that's how Doom and all those fantastic old games, they were all released on DOS. DOS was the way to go, and Windows 3.1 was just kind of like, oh, it's there, but you could only play stupid card games and things. All the real gamers use DOS. So now, when we want to play these old games for compatibility issues, because if you ran them on the software, just by way of how DOS worked, if you ran it truly on a DOS operating system now, it would try and use everything your computer had, and the games would be just unplayable because everything would be 500,000 times faster than it should be, which is where the emulator comes in. That's where DOSBox comes in, and it takes some tweaking. And for me, what was happening is I was actually getting a lot of chug when I was playing my games, and it just didn't want to record. The recording software wasn't playing nicely with it, so I had to go in and I had to manually throttle the amount of CPU cycles that DOSBox would use, as well as the frame skip, because it would try and record basically every single frame that it's going to give to you, and the frame skip by default is set at 0, right? So it's trying to record 70, 75 frames per second, which is, 1, more than your eye can handle, and 2, your computer doesn't like it, DOSBox doesn't like it. It is an emulator, you have to remember. So it does have its limitations. So after fixing all that, the difference is absolutely night and day. It was crashing on me. It was lagging, chugging around. It was not recording. The color scheme was off. In my recording files, I was getting weird pixels of red, green, and blue within the recording itself. So it took me a while. This is actually like 3 weeks. Like, this is one of the first videos I wanted to do. And you know, you can see it. Like, it's just a fantastic game. If you played this as a, younger person, teenager, however old you may have been, it was just super fun. The replayability was there, because every time you came through the game, man, you could change what weapons you use, you could go through, and when you look at it, I'm just going to leave that at 99. We have 27,000. We need an ion scanner. Your ion scanner basically is your boss's life bar. Mega bombs are nice. Air-to-air missiles we have picked up, and a phase shield is also good. But we're going to get into this stuff a little later. We're going to get ground missiles, and you really just want to... Ooh, power disruptor. Yeah, that's badass. Yeah, we're going to get some stuff. That is going to happen. But for now, we're going to go into the second sector. So yeah, I mean, I think of this game kind of in the same light that many of you who had a Super that would have played, I don't know, maybe Gradius or something like that. Like it's, yeah, I know Gradius was like left to right and the power-up system was different, but it was a different game. But the premise, I find, was the same, right? You're being pushed through the levels, you can't go backwards, you just have to carry on and destroy some dudes. There's a few other games, actually, that came out on the NES and things like that that were very similar to this. I can't recall the names right now. My time lapse for my NES knowledge is really catching up with me. I haven't had a system in a little while. I lost it to a significant other moving out a while ago, so hopefully we can get a new one soon. I would love to have another NES, and you know, there's some phenomenal modding communities out there that just do fantastic art on NES. I put one up on my Facebook there on one of the Thursdays, and it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed NES cover, and it just looked phenomenal. Really, really beautiful. I've seen dark ones. I've seen original Xbox mods to look like NESs, and that was actually sharp in itself. I do enjoy my Cody and sort of open elect-based systems and things like that. I love modding. I love the emulator scene. I'm thinking about putting up some emulator videos, maybe just to showcase some of the setups. Maybe even showcase the Xbox mod I have already, or the last one I did anyways. But there's, I mean, really, if you have the time for it, there's some spectacular things you can do. And all you need is a little bit of patience, file to, like, peer-to-peer file share, and, I don't know, like an FTP sort of file share, sorry. And then some patience, and you can have some phenomenal things right now. I am in the midst of converting a couple controllers over. That'll be a good time, too, once I get that done. If you guys want to see any of that, let me know. I mean, I don't have any of it on the channel now, but if there's a demand for any of that modding sort of stuff, I am more than happy to put it up. I find tinkering with shit, it's just endlessly satisfying for me as a hobby. Whether it be like motorcycles to electronics to whatnot. It's just kind of the basis of my job as well, so that's always good. But yeah, getting off on a tangent here, I digress. Raptor, Call of the Shadows. Honestly, if you were a gamer in '94, this is just something you have to buy. You can get it on Steam. If you keep your eyes open on Steam, you can get this for next to nothing. Like, I'm talking like $2 or and change, you know what I mean? Like, it is definitely worth looking out for, and there's so many of these games on Steam now. I mean, things like this, Descent, Doom, all the Dooms, all the Duke Nukems, they're all there. They're all there for you to have some fun with. And if you're looking after DOS games, man, do I suggest any of the Apogee titles, 3D Realms titles, any in that family. Let's see what we have. Ooh, $1,000. Oh, no, 90,000. 80,000. 80,000? Can I get something good? Ooh, 78. Yeah, there we go. Plasma. We're going to do another level with our plasma gun. And it's going to be a good time. You see that little... It's right in the middle there. If you look, you see like an extra blue bullet in the middle of the missiles. And hopefully we should be getting air-to-ground missiles here this level soon. And the good thing about that little plasma laser is it is both air and ground. I mean, the air-to-air missiles are good. The air-to-ground missiles are... they're green, I believe they are. So that is definitely worthwhile. We just have to find them after we kill these little Klingon bird of prey. Don't they look like bird of prey? They're money ships. Give me all your money. That is the way to do it. So yeah, I'm just telling you, even we're only on the third level of the first scenario. I think there's 3. There we go. Air-to-ground missiles. You switch with Alt. They are much more powerful. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Be cautious. DOSBox has a fanciful little option to... basically, Control is fire in this game. Alt is switch weapons. and you're of course using your left, right, up, down D-pad for your directional movement and stuff like that. And in DOSBox, this is a very, very important part of this. And I'm gonna edit it and figure it out how I'm gonna work this out. But this is a PSA, my friends. It's a public service announcement. If you hold down Alt and Control and a direction, it will rotate your screen as such. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. There's got to be a way in DOS or in DOSBox per se, to change that so that you are not flipping your screen all sorts of ways. And you could flip it back by pressing Alt Control up. However, unless you Alt Tab out and Alt Tab back in, like if you're playing full screen like I am, it is going to mess up your shit, and it's not actually going to show you that you fixed the screen until you Alt Tab out and back in. So that's what caused my 30-second lapse there, which probably isn't 30 seconds at this point. I probably cut it out. So yeah, don't do that. It sucks. That's all I can say about that. The game doesn't suck. That feature of DOSBox sucks. To be clear. But yeah, we're gonna find our boss here. I don't know, it kept going. I'm surprised I didn't die. Like, my health is rather nasty though. So maybe we can find it. Oh, there's a bad dude. Nope, I don't want to do that. Come on. There we go. And we lived. Just barely. So, guys, we're going to leave it off here. This has been Raptor, Call of the Shadows. It is a phenomenal game from the DOS era of gaming, and I recommend everyone put it on your wish list on Steam, because I know I had it for a little while, and then just wait, track it, wait for it to be on sale. Steam is a magnificent thing, guys. If you love Steam, you love sales, and sales are where it's at. I'll tell you that much. So, as always, guys, just thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, slap the like button. Anything you want to let me know down below in the comments. And sub if you want to hang out day to day. Till then, thanks for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.